Today, a diamond golden cross showed up, which could be the most important event in the history of XRP trade. To understand how important this is, we need to look at the charts and see what's going on. When the short-term 50-day moving average comes above the long-term 200-day average, it's called a golden cross, and it means that the price is about to go up. But what we've seen lately is much stronger. 3 bullish signs coming together at once. A trading screen from Media Group shows a bull flag pattern on the XRP chart, RSI divergence on the financial chart, and multiple bullish signals marked on the crypto chart for its stock, including the golden cross, a perfectly formed bull flag, and a massive relative strength index divergence. Technical experts are shocked that this unusual mix has never shown up on the XRP chart at the same time. What this means is huge. When we last saw even a simple golden cross in a strong macro setting, XRP went through the roof, rising 36,000% in less than a year. Not only is this shape rare, it's also very old. This is where things change from being technical to being revolutionary. Things are setting up in a way we've never seen before, even though the charts say bull run. One name keeps coming up on Twitter, Telegram, and insider groups: BlackRock. There are rumors going around that BlackRock, the biggest asset manager in the world, is getting ready to file for a spot XRP ETF. This isn't just a guess, it's based on trends. Do you remember what happened to Bitcoin? The SEC turned down every Bitcoin ETF plan for years. When BlackRock stepped in, the story changed all of a sudden. BlackRock looked at Bitcoin in the same way they looked at XRP. This means that the price is about to go through a price increase, and institutions may soon agree with it. Things would never be the same in the crypto world. But why would BlackRock think about XRP? XRP is without a doubt one of the most contentious crypto units ever. A long court case has been going on with the SEC over it. Things are different now. A very important decision made it clear that XRP that is sold on secondary markets is not a security. That decision got rid of a big problem for institutional goods, and BlackRock doesn't do anything until it's easy to do so. XRP is becoming more appealing to institutions that wouldn't have touched it before because regulators are no longer unsure about it. Take a moment to think about that. Even small amounts of money from pension plans, retirement plans, and hedge funds could be put into XRP through a controlled ETF. It's hard to imagine the size. Something very public is going on chain while that is going on behind closed doors. Whale behavior has gone through the roof, which is often the best sign of something good to come. Big wallets have bought more than 27 billion XRP in the last few weeks when the price was around 50 cents. It's not a mistake. What experts call the final accumulation zone is made up of these huge purchases. When whales gather in groups like this, it usually leads to a supply shock that sends prices through the roof. If nothing big was going to happen, why would whales be buying at this price? It's like the calm before the storm. Usefulness is an important part of the basics that we can't skip over. When it comes to real-world use cases, XRP is the best coin. Ripple, the company that created XRP, has long seen it as a way to send money between countries. A huge number of banks and other financial firms already use their technology. But here's the catch. Through its relationship with Coinbase, Visa is now accepting XRP as a form of payment. Since Visa made Coinbase a principal member, users can now spend XRP straight anywhere that accepts Visa. It's no longer just trade or speculation. This is XRP as a currency, a unit of value that can be spent and has no borders. Think about what that would do. Every day, billions of people use XRP to make deals, and Visa's trusted network backs them up. It changes everything about what a digital object can be. And the need for XRP goes up as more people use it. The price goes up when there is more demand. This coin isn't a pump and dump. This is a useful tool that is about to become a part of the infrastructure for global payments. Let's talk about math now. A lot of people want to know how XRP can reach $50,000. That would need a market cap of 2.95 quadrillion, right? Yes, at first glance. But that's based on today's financial measures, which are quickly becoming out of date. The quantum financial system QFS is a futuristic financial scheme that will tokenize and keep track of all the world's value. At this point, assets like XRP don't have to fight over a $2 trillion market. They live in an environment that could be worth $200 trillion. In that light, an XRP market cap of $20 trillion is not only possible, it's also a safe guess. XRP doesn't have to be the most important thing. It only needs to be important. This has been done before. In 2017, XRP actually controlled more than 30% of the whole cryptocurrency market. The price predictions get really crazy if it only gets back 10% in a much bigger market. Let's do some quick math together. 10% of a market worth $200 trillion is $20 trillion. You get a $200,000 XRP when you divide that number by the maximum number of XRP tokens that can ever be made. To be honest, $50,000 isn't that crazy. In fact, it's pretty modest. And if that doesn't make you think, let's talk about feeling and story for a moment. As you may know, social media is on fire. Though viral fake news stories like Federal Reserve adds XRP to balance sheet may not be true, they do show that XRP is possibly becoming a part of people's financial minds around the world. XRP is no longer just for crypto players. It's being talked about in politics, digital finance, think tanks, and the language of global banking. Ripple's quiet moves in global markets are a strong example. In the Middle East, Asia, Africa, and Latin America, they have opened new roads. Their on-demand liquidity ODL option is used in places where regular banks are, well, expensive, slow, or not available at all times. Who do you think gains when a $1 trillion money transfer market moves from Swift to RippleNet? When a deal is settled with XRP, velocity and demand go up. It's good for the network that every path is there. With each new partner, XRP becomes even more important. This feedback loop of increasing worth, increasing usefulness, and increasing adoption makes an exceptional economic engine, one that could take XRP not only to new highs, but also into the top tier of cryptocurrencies. They're not crazy when they say that XRP could hit $3,500 or even $22,000 by the end of the decade. As Ripple, Visa, Coinbase, and maybe even BlackRock lay the groundwork, they are doing the math and keeping an eye on the charts. Are you still not sure? Let's talk about the latest business decisions Ripple has made. Ripple took 1 billion XRP out of escrow earlier this month. Usually they do this on the first of the month, but this time they did it early. After only a few days, they put 670 million XRP back into storage. It looks like a well-planned dance. Why? Possibly to make the market aware of a lack of supply, while also making it easier for big buyers, possibly even institutional ones. Also, $498 million was sent from Ripple to a bank that no one knows about, and 50 million XRP moved between dark wallets. There's clearly something going on, and whales have been busy in this very well-organized setting. They're gathering, moving, and rearranging in ways that make it look like they're ready for something big. Whales don't act based on how they feel. They act based on facts, insider information, and access. They are setting themselves up as if XRP is about to take off right now. So as you watch this movie, the technical pattern, the diamond golden cross, is still valid. You know the time is running out though. Things don't always stay the same. Historically, they lose a lot of their usefulness after 48 hours. In other words, this is your last chance, the last dip before jump. From what we know about the past, what happens next could really change the crypto world. Are you ready for this? XRP is no longer just a way to send money to other people or a legal document. It's also a financial tool, a utility coin, a bridge currency, and it could be the main part of a future global financial restart. Now it's up to you to make a choice. You've seen the charts, heard the math, and felt the energy. Share your thoughts below. Do you all believe in XRP? Do you think $50,000 is possible, or are you still waiting for more proof? For sure, XRP is no longer just a cryptocurrency. No matter what your opinion is, there is a trend. Also, movements really do change everything. Please click the like button, share this article with other XRP fans, and don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth research. The future of money is right in front of us. It's possible that an XRP is in charge, not a bank. The only reason this movie exists is to teach and inform. It's not advice about money. Before you decide to invest, please do your own study and talk to a financial advisor.